Hello everyone, we're back reading Sweet Apple Massacre. This is going to be the second part that we're going to finish up on. Once again, I don't recommend this to any younger audiences due to the graphic nature of this. Now, if you have a weak stomach, I suggest you find our video. Without further ado, let's finish up this horror story. Sweetie Belle was the last remaining Kmart Crusader. She was herself barely conscious, overcome with a nauseous stench of blood, shit, and piss that covered her horn and face. Big Macintosh pinned Sweetie Belle down with his hoof and plunged the knife into her green eye and twisted, causing a vitreous fluid to dribble out onto the handle. At that, Sweetie Belle let out a throaty whine and involuntarily emptied her bowels. The aroma of fresh urine and feces filled the apple cellar once again. He withdrew the knife and did the same to the other eye, each time holding her tight, sticking his hoof into her mouth to silence her agonized screams. He licked the vitreous fluid that leaked onto the handle and methodically began cutting and hacking her front left hoof using the rusty knife. The knife was quite blunt, so it took a Herculean effort to get through the skin, bone, and cartilage, but eventually the bone splintered and the leg came off. He did the same to her other legs, until all four were amputated. Nothing remained but bloody stumps, with slimy white ligament and broken bone shards hanging out. At some point, Sweetie Belle passed out, though overwhelming pain was too much for her to bear. Benny used a knife to gouge out her left eye and jammed his penis into her eye socket, penetrating repeatedly deep into her brain, enjoying how tight her skull felt around his hard shaft and how warm, squishy the brain matter felt against the tip of his throbbing penis. As he did, he twisted Sweetie Belle's neck. After he finished skull fucking her, he cracked open her skull with a swift stamp of a hoof and bent down and ate some of the exposed brain, taking care to spit out a few fragments of skull that had gotten mixed in as he chewed. It was warm, slimy, and tough. It stuck to the back of his throat. He swallowed, then he raped Sweetie Belle in the ass until it tore open and his engorged penis was smeared with what little fecal matter remained in her rectum. He took one of Sweetie Belle's detached legs and shoved it inside her ass. And he fucked Apple Bloom School's body the same way, forcing the amputated limb in hoof first, as far can go. He thought how strange it was, the still lumps of torn flesh he had was fucking with Sweetie Belle's leg had been so vibrant and alive such a short time ago. And now all three dead, he finished, spurting his voluminous load into Apple Bloom's destroyed backside. He watched with satisfaction as the semen, blood, and shit mixed together, forming a foamy maroon pool. He bit down and greedily lapped up some of it with his tongue, pressing his tongue deep in her anal cavity as to not miss any, letting some dribble down his chin. Tasted foul, of course, rancid, tangy slime that burned his throat, but it felt so satisfying. He swallowed the filthy goo and wiped his mouth with a hoof. It was done. Big Macintosh would finally get his peace and quiet. Big Macintosh, you down there? It was Applejack. He looked at the disfigured corpses of the three fillies, all now very recognizable, the oh sweet Cunemar Crusaders, and realized he felt strangely unsatisfied. It had been all a bit too quick and easy. Now Applejack, that'd be a challenge. She was Ponyville's best athlete after all. She even had a prized Ponyville trophy to prove it. And of course, he still hadn't forgiven her for that injury. He felt his penis stiffen once again in anticipation. Hey, Big Mac, I said, are you down there? Came Applejack's leading voice. Again, this time more insistent. Big Macintosh replied sincerely. I am sure I am, sis. Hey, come down here a minute. I got something to show you. Sure thing. What is it? It's a surprise. Oh boy, I sure do love surprises. Something real nice, I bet. Something real nice. Big Macintosh looked at the mangled, mutilated remains of the Cunemar Crusaders and lips curled with a thin smile. Yup. That's the end of it. I hope you enjoyed this sick, twisted, fucked up story. It's me. I read this a few times before. I'm used to it somewhat. Also, while reading this, I got out of breath a little bit. Because I spoke too fast, I didn't take as many breaths as I should. Which also made me mispronounce a couple of things, misread. Also, my eyes are starting to get a little fuzzy from it. Anyway, see you guys next time. I might do a, what was it? Fuck it, I can't remember the name of a series I'm working on.